is here, Hall of Fame finalist, and tell us about
this.
Represent. Well, that's oh, yeah, put it on up, Marshall.
Put it up.
Put it up. Represent a little bit.
Little
taupe over here. Well, that's
This not taupe? No, I'm colorblind. I don't know.
We gonna get out here on the West Coast soon, but that's a indoor trampoline park, family amusement. You know, we got rock walls, we got foam pits, trampolines, cafes, arcade. We got all that good stuff, man. So come check it out. It's fun for everybody. So
where they located?
Yeah. I got them up and down the East Coast, all through New England,
Everywhere.
North Carolina, Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama.
Mississippi?
Yeah, New Jersey, New
It's
York.
an empire.
We coming to a city near you, so put it down. Everywhere. Do the thing.
They can say,
Let's go.
Nah.
We don't own that.
LaunchTrampolinePark.com for franchising opportunities.
There
Just
you
come
go.
on through. You know,
There
I had
you
to throw
go.
that in.
One quick question.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame finalists, right there. How nervous are you?
You know what? I learned not to lose sleep over it. You know, it's a blessing just to be in the conversation. You know, it's only 15 guys left, so to be one of the 15 guys is special in itself because it's a lot of guys that should be in that's not in. So, you know, if you got to wait your time, you know, wait your time if it's meant to be.
I agree. I haven't lost sleep over my Hall of Fame opportunity either.
Can we talk Blake Bortles? This fool Steve keeps talking about Hall of Fame. Blake Bortles, he was living the best life this season. Jags were in the AFC title game. Some ESPN insiders, though, think he's not going to be a starter next season. Mike Sando, Mina Kimes both think they should turn to Alex Smith, but Bortles wants to remain in Jacksonville.
I'd be, thrilled to be able to stay here and play here, and hopefully that can happen.
Yeah, Marcellus, we're already there. Should they bring him back?
Yes. We're talking about still a young quarterback who is getting better. We're talking about a quarterback that's close to 60% in completion percentage. We're talking about a quarterback that had 35 touchdowns a couple years ago. This year, put up numbers better than Cam Newton, can I say that? Former NFL MVP. And the guy that they're saying to get rid of Blake Bortles for, Eli Manning. So it's interesting that we're going to compare this guy to
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr as well, or another guy who's a franchise quarterback who regressed last year. If you look at Blake Bortles and what he was asked to do, it was good for the regular season. Then we saw him in the first half against New England.
So close.
And he was so close. Great scheme, great opportunity. And they didn't trust him enough, and he didn't trust himself enough, let's be real, for him to take the next step. But next year, you build off of the confidence of going against the Patriots in the AFC Championship game. I will bring him back.
I would bring him back, too, because really I wouldn't say that he's the face of anybody's franchise at this point, but he went to New England. No one expected him to win, and he almost pulled it off. And the fact that he's young and the people you're talking about replacing him, whether it be Alex Smith or some Eli Manning, they're aging veterans. So, I mean, the best thing to do right now is let him build on this season and get his confidence, which he should have, and go at it again next year. And you drafted the guy so high, you know, get your money's worth.
Get your money's worth.
I'm just concerned that they sense a message about how they really feel. I don't think they will bring him back because, as we were talking about off air, 55 seconds left, 3 timeouts, played great in the first half, and the coaching team decide, yeah, we don't trust you in this situation. That, to me, sends a very strong message about how they feel about you when they got to have it. You know, it's one thing to throw the football and do really well when you're not expected to, but when you got to have it and the pressure comes on you, they didn't trust me in those moments. So to me, that says they're already thinking about moving on to someone that if they have 55 seconds and 3 timeouts, they're going to try and score.
In that moment, though, they should not be thinking about that.
Well,
you were that close.
Yeah, I agree with the beginning, but I don't agree with the summation. I don't think that they said we don't trust you. It's just defense wins championships. They got a strong defense. We got a strong running game. Let's stick to what got us here and what could get us there. Not so much an indictment on Blake Bortles, but Blake Bortles went out there, as you were saying, better than most franchise quarterbacks this year. But he had great numbers.
But if a dude is balling out and having the game of his career, and then you got to have some points, and you decide, nah, we're just going to take a knee, that to me says you don't trust him, even when he's having his best
or
game
maybe
ever.
somebody made the wrong call, and that person should be held accountable.
Thank you. Always
you should fire somebody.
No, I did not.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, you did.
And LZ knows that.
Answer that question.
The NFL is always risk averse. That's the decision rate.
I'm sitting on 60 boxes of Immortal Bortles merch that I was ready to sell at the end of that game. That I'm just like waiting now. So if you get rid of him, I'm going to build an empire too, Ty. I'm on this. Next up, Cowboys executive VP Stephen Jones weighed in on Des Bryant's antics during an interview on Hanging with the Boys and said, quote, Des is certainly a fiery guy who plays with a lot of emotion both on and off the field. Sometimes that can be a distraction. Wow, really? That's the distraction, Marcellus? Are they moving on from Dez?
Yeah, they should move on from Dez. Let's be respectful. It's not about the distraction, because one way you can look at it and say, oh, God, this guy's a disruption to our team. Another way you can say he's passionate and he cares so much.
Right.
It depends on results.
Right.
And I'd like to thank Dez Bryant for taking my title as one of the biggest busts in Dallas Cowboys history. Right now, boy, soon as he got that money. No,
don't do him like that.
No, that's my dog. That's my dog. But damn, he got that.
Yeah.
The last 3 years, he's averaging 630 yards per.
Right, and he was averaging 1,300 the previous 3 years. So when you're talking about, is he a distraction? He's only a distraction to the bottom line right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if you get Dez Bryant, I think as far as being an emotional leader, and that person on the field, if he was maybe I'm not trying to be his agent, but restructure his contract a little bit. You want to keep him there in Dallas. You want to keep him there, but for that price tag, you know, it's called not for long for a reason, NFL. You know what I mean? So if you're not living up to the salary, they're going to let you go. It's a business first and foremost.
He's going to be 30 in November. You got to ask yourself, do 30-year-olds get better or do they get worse?
Well, depends on which one.
Depends on who we talking about. Yeah. Quick story, campfire time. I DJ'd from day one. You know what? Day one, Buffalo, San Diego. I DJ'd the owners' parties, but I was getting them sacks. 10, 13. Oh, Marcellus, come on over here. We love you. You have a passion for things outside of sports. Love it. As soon as I stopped getting them sacks, you know what? Cut that boy. He is a distraction. He has a problem. He's not focused. That's how the game goes.
Exactly.
I'm just telling you, as soon as you stop getting them numbers, everything comes back on.
Exactly, especially when you're getting when you have a $70 million contract. And you're not putting, and they gave you that for a reason because of those average 1,300 yard seasons you've been having before. So now half of that. So would it be wrong for them to say, give me half of that check back? You know what I mean? But hey, that's the name of the
conversation.
Ty, thank you so much.
Man.
Best of luck in everything. Hall of Fame, Empire Building. Love all of it.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Jets quarterback Josh McCown will join the nation. We'll talk some more football.
Lunch.
And it's a soft tee. I love that tee.
I love it too. Dr. Downs is here? He got that money. He talking about retiring. This is Sports Nation. He got that dope.
Soft tees.